Welcome to a bank holiday special. So normally we don't run our classes on bank holidays, but lockdown
in a physical environment.
in a physical environment. But because of lockdown, we get to run classes, and this means that you get to benefit from our teaching, which you wouldn't normally get to. So today we did a special where we looked at Tango, Modern Jive Fusion. So Modern Jive being a dance which is similar to the rock and roll, swing, jive dances, and salsa is almost a fusion dance in itself, which strips out the difficult techniques such as timing and footwork, and is also very heavily branded, so think of things like Sharok, Le Rock, and is also quite useful in things like blues. So what we did was we took some tango technique and just seen what happens when we apply it to the modern jive. So what we looked at first of all was the Le Piz and Enrosque, so we got both our leaders and followers to do this. So we started off balancing onto the right foot, so our left foot is free. We are then going to do little circles. This is Le Piz, we can do them bigger. We can bring them into D shapes or half moons, bringing it past the other foot. We can reverse the motion. We can go past the other foot and behind, so it swoops behind. And we can do this on both feet, so we can do small circles on this foot as well, or big ones, bring it behind, and these are your Le Piz motions. And obviously all this should be done in the tango posture. We can then add in the Enrosque, where we do the sweep. We bring the sweeping foot in behind the other foot into a back cross. When our feet are in a cross position in dance, we can use that to rotate through 180 degrees. So if we just unpivot ourselves, our feet become parallel, continue the rotation, we end up back in a front cross, or another form of the cross. Depending on which foot we have our weight on, if we make sure it's on the back foot, this foot then is free to do another Le Piz, and we can add those into an Enrosque and keep it going continuously. We talked about how to change this foot position, so it depends on personal styling. We can keep the feet always tight, cap onto our toes, or we can go back, let it go further behind and push off it. It's up to you, and obviously we can do it off both legs as well. So we were mainly today doing it with the right leg, performing the free leg movement and the Le Piz. We then took a move from the modern jive repertoire. So this is also common in salsa. We're just going to call it the U-turn, I-turn, where the U is the follower and the I is the leader.
Wow.
And it looks something a bit like this, where we send the follower to step back. So in modern jive, we can lead with the arm only, or we can lead the whole body. We send the follower back and bring her back onto her front foot, so she's stepping back on her right, going forward onto the left, and turning the follower under the arm. As she comes back around, we have this nice window, and the leader can then turn underneath, and we come back to face. Variations of this are things like in the Sharok branded dance, where they do a move called the shoulder spring, where after the follower turns, the leader drops the arm onto the shoulder, then steps away. This is also a move that you'll find in salsa as well, where the follower turns and the leader turns. What we did was, first of all, for this bit where the leader turns, so the I turn bit, we added the Enrosque, as well as the Piz and the Enrosque, just to generate the turning motion. So I sent the follower back, turned the follower underneath, and transferring my weight on, making sure I put my weight on my left foot, near the window, and doing my Le Piz into the Enrosque, and that's turning myself around, and the follower's in front. I'm now in a cross position, so we might be able to take that out into something else. So we're using a sort of idea of a tango move and just add it into a modern jive scenario. What we then did was look at what happens when we vary where we do this. So we also talked about the idea that in on Jive, instead of just pushing the follower away, we could actually just step into the follower and lead it almost as if this is Tango. What we're going to do this time is use the arm to send the follower away. And as I do that, I'm going to do my lapis engaged into the cross, and as I step, start to unveil myself through 180 degrees, the follower is going to come past. I lift the arm to turn underneath, so this is the U-turn. I can do another lapis and end Ross going to turn myself. Because I've got momentum, I can send the follower away, and I can adjust my feet to be side by side, and I can change hands at the end. We can do little modifications on this. So this is effectively like a change of place. So I could do the same thing, send the follower away, I've swapped hands. Here's my lapis, come into the end Oscar. As the follower steps through, I can put one hand behind the other. I've swapped hands now. She's come around the face. There's my turn. I forgot this momentum again. I can sort of just throw her away into an individual turn, and we can go off into something else more enjoyable. So that's what we covered today. It's just taking a little bit of tango technique and just see what happens when you add it to another dance. This creates variety, creates fun, works on your technique, works on your musicality because you use general music, different music sets, and it's all good. So if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. To keep up to date, hit the bell. Obviously give us a thumbs up if you like it, or a thumbs down if you don't like it. Not quite sure why you wouldn't like it. Obviously, if you like tango, like modern jive, this is a great way to support the scene. If you're watching on Facebook, please like our Facebook page. Anyway, we hope you're keeping well and safe, especially in this horrible weather. And we'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching this Urban Tango Nights recap. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the logo. You can find more of our class summaries down here and other videos of us dancing tango over here. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Meetup. Links are in the description below, and you can also subscribe to our newsletter using the link below.